It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Ziegler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this is going to be a Bucs first down.
Needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Ziegler. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 30. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Ziegler fighting through pressure. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip up a game that big, and he did it with the defense gave him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Throwing on 1st down. Ziegler. This is caught. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Ritter to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
35-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you,
there he goes, left side, inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call with this play, partner.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Falcons ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 21-0 our score after one.
Falcons, nothing.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ritter now. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And they run the option on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going right side is White. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Ritter headed right off the option. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here with White. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. And
now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Ritter. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Ritter. Open man is Duvernay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ritter. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, Ziegler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Giving 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A final shot before break. Ziegler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Geno Smith leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he returns this to the 22. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On first down, Ritter. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They stay on the ground with White. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Ziegler. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Ziegler. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, You'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Falcons offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Ritter. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Ritter. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So out come the Bucs now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 1st down. Ziegler. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Read option. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st down, here's White. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. Look at the big fella go. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. This taken in by Kincaid. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. Now back to the ground game with White. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
A give left side to Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Makes the tackle. Now Allen shoves him aside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First down. Here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Ritter back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Coup for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throw left side to Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He's the pick up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Ziegler. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ritter. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the draw, Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ritter looks to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And we will take a short break. Work to do here with the crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Ritter. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Ritter.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Ritter. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive spans 13. It was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 1. 44 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
They took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace in the playoff